President Trump took a lot of action on trade this week. The USMCA was passed by the Senate. He signed phase one trade deal with China. Inside the White House, are they trying to build a story outside of the impeachment narrative?
Oh, of course. And this is something that they desperately want to focus on because they consider it big wins for him going into the 2020 campaign. This is something that he has been trying to get across for ages. It was a very contentious issue with Congress in terms of trying to get the USMCA passed in particular. And so you had that in the last couple of days. Plus, he managed to sign phase one of the China trade deal, which the White House argues is going to benefit farmers, especially in critical Trump states and so critical districts that could vote for Trump. And so it's going to be interesting to see, but certainly that is where they would love all the attention to be right now.
You hear President Trump and see him tweeting all the time about how can you impeach a president when the economy is so good. And I think this week's trade accomplishments really sort of fed that narrative for him. And I think he's really hoping to continue coming back to that. Of course, the one is not related to the other, but I think that he thinks that it's possible to kind of shift the focus to something else and is trying to compartmentalize in some ways, although we don't see him doing that the same way Bill Clinton did when he was being impeached. He talks about impeachment and seems obsessed with impeachment all the time, but obviously is quite happy whenever he can point to anything that is a concrete accomplishment.
The timing of the trade vote was kind of interesting in
Why?
the Senate. The fact that it came right before the impeachment inquiry seems notable to me, and it's because of Speaker Pelosi's idea to hold on to the articles a little bit longer than folks had hoped. And you could easily see a world where USMCA has to wait until impeachment is over. That gives the Republicans a decent talking point to say, we need to finish this up and get on to do the people's business. USMCA is just waiting for us, and we need to move this through more quickly. That backstop isn't there anymore. So it has sort of taken away this sort of talking point about Democrats are so obsessed with impeachment we can't do anything. You could argue over the past couple months, at least in the Capitol, Washington's been working way better than it has been for a couple years.
Dan.